Uh, Hello everyone, welcome again to the channel. Today we'll be looking at Putin and Xi new meeting with the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and they'll be meeting on September the 15th. And this is very monumental because the last time Xi and Putin were together was before the Russian invasion of Ukraine, where they promised a no-limit partnership. And the Shanghai the Shanghai Cooperation Organization is an organization that looks onto the security of especially the Asian side, and it was founded in the year 2001. The aim of this organization was to counter uh, anti-Semist extremist movement, um, and also ensure that countries shared intelligence on terrorism, and they work together to combat illegal in terms of drugs, human trafficking. So this is a very monumental meeting because we know that Xi and Putin have been close friends. Uh, when you look at since when Xi came into power in 2012 until now, Xi and Putin have met over 40 times. This shows you that their friendship is blossoming, and apart from blossoming, now it has been blossoming, and I think they're trying to forge a new path, especially since both of the countries are under pressure, from the American or the Western side. So they are trying to charter their own path. Uh, and this meeting comes at a backdrop when last week China and Russia had joint military drill, which were done in Russia. Uh, it seems that the Russian army and the Chinese army are also extending their cooperation deeper into deeper. We also remember there was a joint drill of the Air Force and the Navy when the Quad met mid this year in Tokyo uh, between the Russian and the Chinese. The Chinese and Russian bombers flew close to Tokyo, uh, especially when the meeting was going on. So the Shanghai Cooperation is an organization with Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Russia, China, India, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan, if I'm saying it right. Uh, the thing I find it interesting is that when you look at most of these Asian organizations, India is seen as everywhere. And when you look at, because India is also in the Quad. Now it's the Quad is the Western Alliance, which is in Asia. It's now in the Shanghai Cooperation. And now I think one can understand why India has been very silent in terms of picking a side between the Ukrainian war, because it sees itself as a neutral entity. It hears and interacts with both parties, the Russian side, the Chinese, the American side. Even though between them and the Chinese, they are not understanding each other. Especially because of the lack border clashes where Chinese troops have been attacking Indian troops. But India seems to be playing very neutral, very mature game, not trying to go to the other side. Although India shares more democratic values with the Western side, rather than more democratic values with the Western side of the American Europeans. But also, we must remember that India is one of the largest purchasers of Russian arms. They have joint treaties to develop missiles like the BrahMos missiles, which India wants to also start its own defense industry where it will be selling military equipment, and it wants to rival or take a share of the market, which is mostly dominated by Russian and American military technology. Also, the market is dominated by Chinese technologies in terms of military capabilities. So when you look at this, you realize that it's more of a Game of Thrones kind of scenario. All the political entities that are here are forging their own path. But this episode was more to focus on the China and uh, and Russian relationship, where it's going. Xi and Putin seem to be buddies now. There's a bromance, there's chemistry, and we'll see what they say in the meeting. I'm sure they'll have a joint statement. I'm sure they'll call out the United States and the Western allies, and I'm sure they'll try to, to use this opportunity to show how they're strong together, how united they are. Uh, that's all, guys. And please engage, talk on the comments, like, subscribe, and share. And we'll be following up on the Shanghai Cooperation Organization meeting, and we'll see what steps they'll be taking and where it will be heading. Thanks, guys. Cheers.